Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. This is Mr. Nkos once again. Today I want us to look at PSSD N1. So the figure that I want us to look at is figure 3. Let's read the question of figure 3. Figure 3, which is this one. So figure 3 diagram sheet 1 attached shows the front view of a truncated pyramid with an angle of 60, which means it's cutted at an angle of 60, and they are saying it's what is incomplete. So complete the top view, draw in first angle orthographic projection. The pyramid would be used as a model in a drawing class at TVET College. Draw to a scale 1:1. So which means you don't divide, you don't multiply anything there. So number 1, you have to draw the front view. Number 2, complete the top view. Number 3, draw the true shape of the cut in direction direction A. So this is it. So the very first thing that you have to start here, you draw the top view. So this is the top view, this is the front view. It's given in first angle orthographic projection, which means if these views were completed, we were gonna have a left view here. So the very first thing that you have to do, draw the complete top view. And by looking, the shape of your top view is what? It's a flat hexagon. It's a flat hexagon. Alright, after you've aligned your drawing sheet, so you know the properties of the hexagon. It has got 6 corners, and the length, they're supposed to be the same. For instance, here they're saying it's dimension 42, which means from here till there is still the same 42, from there till there same 42. So the simplest way, remember in the examination, your biggest enemy is time. So they said to use a scale of 1:1. So the simplest way, we want to draw a flat hexagon of 42. Take your drawing compass, open it to 42. 0, there is my 30, 35, 40, 41, 42. So you change the dimension to a radius. You change the dimension of your hexagon to a radius. You understand? A radius. So that is why you open your compass to that particular dimension, so that at the end we are having a hexagon of 42 millimeter. Then you come here. I decide to start here, and then draw it faint. Don't draw it dark. Draw it faint. Then you mark where were you placing your compass the time you're drawing. Then from there, put your horizontal center line at your mark. Draw a dark center line. Then from there, put a vertical center line. So further extend it up, because you are now also including the front view. The front view. Then, because of at the end of the day, we must have a flat hexagon. Now we will be using the horizontal center line. Come now, place your compass here at this point. Further extend it to the center. Then come and strike an arc here and strike an arc here. Then come to this part now. This side, you do the same thing. Place your compass here, strike an arc here, and strike an arc here. You understand? So these two arcs, they must be parallel. So now you come, you join this point with that one. Now dark. You understand? This one with that one dark. Then you take your 30mm ruler. You take your 30mm ruler, you join this point and this one dark. You come again this side, you join this one and that one dark. You come this side, you join this point with that one. You understand? So to finish up, here you go. Then you are done. So now to conclude by checking, which is it the very same 42mm? Come, check it, place your 30mm ruler. You see, it's 42mm, which means our top view is correct. But remember, the question set completed is still half done. You understand? And these two primary views are given in first angle orthographic projection. So which means the law of orthographic projection has to be observed. Which one? This one. Which means now from here, not here, from here going up, you measure 20mm, because we always space our views with 20mm. 20mm, then I come and mark it there. Then after I've marked where my 20mm ends, what is happening? You draw a faint line first. Faint line. Remember a faint line? I don't know whether you guys will be able to see my faint lines, but I'm trying my best. So after that, you take this point of your hexagon up, then you can stop where your faint line is, isn't it? Because you must get an apex point, because this is a cone, you understand. So I can stop there, and you take these ones as well. These ones, faint. This one, faint. So which means I can decide to say this is my 0, this is my 1, this is my 2, this is my 3, 4, 5, back to 0, which is 6. Remember, a hexagon, it has got what? 6 corners. You understand? Which means where I am now, I'm now here. In the bottom part of my what? Of my front view. Which means now, without fear or favor, I'm going to have a solid line from here till there. Draw it. Every horizontal line, we draw it using what? A T-square. A T-square. Come back to your given question. Scale 1 is to 1. Now from here going up to your apex point, the set is how much? Is 105mm. From here going up 105mm. 105mm. So you start your dimension right from here. This is my 110, right? So my 105mm is here. You give it a mark. You understand? So now using 30mm ruler, you join this point with where your 105mm ends. You draw it faint at the moment. And you come this side, you also draw it faint. You understand? So come back to your question. Come back to your question. We are having a dimension again, which is 55. 55 from here going up. Measure 55. There's my 50, there's my 60. So 55 is between 50 and 60, isn't it? So there is my 55. And they said, what must you do with the 55? With the 55. So we've got a what? An angle 45. So where your 55 is, that's where you put angle 45. Remember, this is a square. That's where we get angle 55, angle 45. So now you draw a dark line from here till there. So which means whatever that is above this line, we will consider it as an offcut. Because this was a what? Was a cone that is in the shape of a hexagon. The bottom part is the hexagon part. So which means now I can come and draw this one dark. And this one dark from here till there. But from here I must indicate that it's now an offcut, drawing as hidden details. So I can come back here, draw it as hidden detail. this. So this is point 0. Once it touches the bottom part of your front view, it goes up to what? To your apex point. So which means I can also take point 1 and 5. Point 1 and 5 hidden here, remember it's cutted. Then from here, dark till here. Then again here, hidden from your apex point. Then from here, dark. So these are the given views, which means in other ways, we are finished drawing the given view, the front view as well as the top view. Right, what is happening now? Come back to, right, get this type of line, connect point 1 with point 4, and all these point of yours, these lines of yours, they must pass this point. So connect point 1 and point 4 like this using a 30mm ruler. Like this, faint, remember, draw it faint, and connect point 5 with point 2. There is a reason for that. Remember, in a drawing class, we answer a question using what? Using lines. So our drawings, they must have constructional lines. These faint lines, they must be there. They must be there. Because we answer using what? We're using them. Unlike in maths, we answer using numbers, isn't it? In other subjects, we answer using what? Words. But here we answer using what? Lines. So that is why our drawing, it must have what? Constructional line. Right, let's trace this. The question was like, complete the what? Complete the top view. Where is it? 1.2, eh? Complete the top view of the truncated pyramid. Complete. So like this is half done. So it has to be completed. How? Trace this point 0. There it goes. Once it touched the bottom part, it was directed to what? To your apex point. Now the law, it says once it touched the cutting plane, which was cutted at an angle of what? Of 45, it must go vertically down. Vertically down. Like this. So point 0 is this one. So which means in other ways, you can come to say, I've got a 0 here, I've got a 1, I've got a 2, I've got a 3. I've got a 4, remember, a 4 is in line with what? With 2. So the 4, it should be there. I've got a 5 in line with what? With 1, I've got a 5 there. So which means now I'll be having a point here. Remember, faint, isn't it? So I can draw a faint line like this. Right from the, remember, we do not refer points. Lines, they must be constructed. These lines, they must be constructed. So there is point 0, it goes. Once it touches the cutting plane, it goes vertically down. So it's going to meet with the what? With the 0 of your top view. Which means now, yeah, I'm having a point. And remember, these points, they must be plotted. You must plot them. They must be visible. You understand? So that we got point. How did you got the point? So I've got a point there. So the point 0, the original point 0 is now this one. You understand? Let's get point 1. Point 1. There it goes. From there, it goes to your apex point. But once it touches the cutting plane, it goes back to your what? To your top view vertically down. Like this. Check this. This is my line of point 1. So now the line of point 1 with 4 is going to meet with the line of 1 right from your front view going down. So there it goes, there it goes. You understand? Which means we are having a point there. That's where people, they start to miss it. Double check it. Pause the video or return it a little bit back and trace how did you go to point 1 in your top view. Let me repeat the step. This point originally goes up Once it touched the bottom part of your front view, it was directed to your apex point. But now once it touched the cutting plane, it went back vertically. There it goes, isn't it? But now once it touch or it cuts with this line of yours where we're joining 1 with 4, it's giving us a point. You understand? So let's get point 2. Point 2, there it goes. Once it touches the bottom part of your front view, it goes to your apex point. Again, once it touches the cutting plane, it goes vertically down. Take it vertically. There it is. But now, once it touches with the line of 2 and 5, it's giving us a point. You understand? So let's get point 3. Point 3, which is this one, there it goes. Once it touches the bottom part of your front view, goes to your apex. Again, touching the cutting plane, which is at an angle of 45, it goes vertically down. Simple, eh? You understand? So there, remember, on your top view, the 0 and the 3, they are in the same what? In the same horizontal line. So there is point 3. Point 3, now let's get point 4. And the point 4 is in the same line with what? With the point 2. Point 2, which means now I won't be saying it's here. It's in the same line in terms of their verticalness, isn't it? So there it goes down to what? To point 4. Because that was 3 and 4. 4 in line with what? With 1. So there is giving us a point. And then point 5 is in the same line with what? With point 1. In terms of their what? Their verticalness. There it's go. Then from there, go down, which is this one. So I can have a point there. So now to construct them, now you'll be using a ruler, joining them like this. Solid, isn't it? Dark, 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 and dark. Then close it, complete it, dark. So which means you're gonna have something of this nature, and then come back to what? To your top view, given view in your question. So this was actually giving you an idea. These lines, they must be dark, they must be constructed dark, which now it should be this one. Dark here, dark here, like this, 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 like this. Then our top view is almost completed. Then why I'm saying it's almost, remember that at the end you must what? You must section. You must section to show that it's cutted. And how do we section? We section using a 45. So it's up to you whether it's slanting anti-clockwise or clockwise, as long as it's at an angle of 45, and your hatches, they must be equally spaced. So to equalize them, we are using these numbers, or it will be up to you. It will be up to you, as long as they are equal at an angle of 45. At an angle of 45. Then your top view is now complete. Which means I can come to say I'm having a 0 here. Or I can say A, B, C, D, E, and F. You understand? So that's how we've gotten it. Please, if you haven't understood how did we manage to complete our top view, just pause the video, go back a little bit. So now come back to your question. So they said to draw an auxiliary view shown by an angle A. How do you get that? Now, you have to construct the lines from your front view now, going this side, going this side, going this side. At which angle? At an angle of 45. How? Why 45? Because these two angles, they must give you 90 degrees. Assuming this was cut at an angle of 30. Assuming this top view of our, the front view of ours was cut at an angle of 30. Then we were supposed to take these lines at an angle of what? Of 60. If it was cut at an angle of 60, then we were supposed to take these lines at an angle of 30. So 30 plus 60 or 60 plus 30 is giving us what? It's giving us 90. So same applies to this one that we're doing. This angle is angle 45. So we have to take these lines at an angle of what? Of 45. Draw faint. And the center, it doesn't change a state. So you take it as a center. And dark. So I hope you will see very well. So now let's start with the point 0 right from the top view. Remember, now we are using an XX line with the point, the one that we just got on the upper part of our top view, which is A, B, C, D. So I decided to use a different naming there. Let's start with point 0, which is point A now. Which is point A. Now place your compass along, because now we are looking for this point, but along your XX, which means now you place your compass here at this point. Remember, this point is this one that we're looking for. Place your compass here. Remember, on this one you can use your drawing compass or your divider. Further extend it to the point that you're looking for, which is point A, which is this one. Then without shifting it, tracing it, there it goes, from the cutting plane, it goes up. Now along the line of your ZZ, you place it here, then you give it a mark. Which means this point now, this one, is what? Is point A. Get point B. Point B is this one. Right from your top view, isn't it? So it's using this line, which means I won't be using the very same point that I started with. You understand? And again, I cannot just decide to put or to place the compass anywhere. I must understand what I'm doing. So I'm using the XX with the points that are on your top view. So which means if this point A, B, C, D to F, they are incorrect, which means automatically your auxiliary view, it will be incorrect. How do you make them correct this point? How did you got them? Remember, if I might just go back a little bit, was point 0. I'm trying to explain how did you got point A. There it goes. From the bottom part, it goes to your apex, isn't it? But once it touches the cutted one, it goes vertically down. That's where it was giving you this point. So now to get this one, you use the very same line, but placing your compass along the line of your what? Of your XX, further extended to that point. You understand? So now let's get point B. Now point B is in the different line, isn't it? Which is this one. point B. Now, which means I'll be placing my compass here, further extended to the point that I'm looking for, which is this one. You understand? Which is this one. Then from there, trace it up. Trace it, there it goes, there it goes. You understand? From there, place it at a ZZ line. Give it a mark there. A mark there. So which means this is my point B. You understand? So this point, they must be plotted. Get point C. Point C is this one. There it goes, using this line of 2 and 4, but placing it along the line of your XX. So which means I place my compass here, further extended to this point, which is this one. Then from there, trace it. There it goes. There it goes. From there, now you come, you place it here. Then give a mark. This is PSSD N1. N1. So this one is point C. Point C. Let's get point D. Remember D, which means now I must place my compass where? Here. Further extended to point D. This is it. Then from there, there it goes. Place it now here. Then you mark. So this is going to be point D. First derivative of point D. Get point E. Point E is in the same line with what? With point C. But now placing my compass along the XX line. Like this. This is point E. Then from there, there you go. There you go. Come and place it here. Then you mark. This is going to give you point what? E. Point F, which is the last one. Point F is in the same line with point D. As much as point 1 and 5, they're in the same line. So which means I come and place where I was placing my compass to get point B. You understand? But now, passing point B, because point B, I got it, isn't it? I'm looking for point F. There it is. Then from there, there you go. From here, changes. Then along the line of your ZZ, then you mark. Then this is going to give you point what? Point F. Now you take your 30mm ruler, you join this point of yours, dark. There you go. There you go. Like this we go. You understand? Like this you go. Then close it. Then we can close it like this. You understand? And then to complete it, angle 30 degrees. Angle 30 degrees. Section. So your hatches, they must be the same. They must be equally spaced. Let me see which one I was using. I was using this one, which means there you go. There you go. Then like this is done. Then you are done. You are done regardless of the question. Didn't say they said to draw the front view, which is this one, right? 1.1. 1.2 complete the top view, which is this one. 1.3 draw the shape of the cut in the direction of arrow A, which is the auxiliary view. The question didn't say draw the left view. You understand? So in the final examination, do not further go on to draw the left view, because the question didn't say draw it. But in case we were asked to also complete the left view, then we were going to just take this apex point, actually this side, this line, faint, this one, then the center. Remember, the center is always dark. You don't change the state of the center. Then you come 4 and 2 faint, 0.3, and the bottom part like this. And now what do? You come to the bottom right hand corner of your front view. You put this angle 45 degrees. You draw this line dark or solid. Then you take this point line, which is point 1 and 2. Once it touch this part, it must go up. You understand? So 0 and 3, 0.5 and 4, 0.5 and 4. There it is. Once it touch the line of 45, they must go vertically up. Remember what we are doing now. The question didn't ask. I'm just completing to say whenever I do a drawing, I'll accommodate everything. You understand? Complete the left view. There it goes, faint. So this one, it will be always dark. It should be always dark. Is your center. So which means this point it should be now there. You understand? We've took this one, we take the center now. Now take this one. Which means now from here to there, we are going to have a solid line. You understand? Then from there, this is interesting. Now this point to your apex point, faint at the moment. Faint. And again, this point to your apex point, faint again. Please, if I'm too slow for you, say that in our comment. If I'm too fast for you, say that in our comment again. Then from there, what is happening? Check this. Did we took the upper points? Yet no, we didn't. Take them, because they must give you something there. Remember, this is in first angle orthographic projection. First, as much as the question told you that is what in first angle orthographic projection. So you know what this is front, this is top, this is left. But if it was given in third angle orthographic projection, but remember third angle orthographic projection, we do not have it in N1. So we only have first angle orthographic projection. Now take point A, B, C, D, E, F as well, because they will give you something here. And another thing that you must know, where is your left view? Which direction? This direction or this direction? Which direction are you going to view your left view right from your front view? So I'm going to view my left view from this front view at this direction. So which means from this point going down, whatever that would be here, it will be in hidden. Why? Because of I'm viewing the left view from this direction. You understand? So if I was viewing the left view from this direction, then it was going to be a right view. So take point 0. Point 0 is in the same line with A. So there it is. Let's get it right from there now. There it is, isn't it? From here, there it goes from there, which means point A is now there. You understand? Then get point B. From there, once it touches the line of 45 degrees, it goes up but touching the bottom part, it goes up to your apex point. Don't forget, it goes up to your apex point. This is point B, then from there to your apex point. So it's going to give you a point again. Trace it, there it goes from there, which means this is it. This is B. You understand? So from there, point C, there it goes, which is this one. Then from there, up vertically, once it touches this bottom part, it goes to your apex point. Using your 30 millimeter, there it goes. So point C, this is A, B, point C, there it goes, which is this one. See? Which means it's this one. Remember what we are doing, we are getting the complete left view. But our question didn't ask us to do. So which means in the final examination, you won't come here. You'll just draw the front and the complete top view and the auxiliary at an arrow A. Get point D. Point D is in the same line with point A. There it goes. From there, isn't it? From here, trace it, which means it's giving us a point there. A point there. Point E, take it. Did you took it? No, we didn't. There it goes. Once it touch the line that is at an angle of 45, it goes up. But to touching the bottom part of your left view, it goes up to your apex point. Don't forget. There it goes. So have a solid point there, which is your apex point, isn't it? You must, so all the lines, they must be directed there. Apex point. So there is our point E, isn't it? So colliding with what? There it goes. From there in the same line with point C. As much as even in your top view, there it goes. From there, it's giving us a point here. Which is now this one, which is point E. Do you understand? Then from there, get point F. Point F. This one. From there goes up to apex point. So point F in the same line with point B, which is, let's trace it. Point F, there it goes. Then from there to your apex point, same line with point B, which is this one. Point F. So I'm having A, B, C, D, E, F. As much as I'm having A, B, C, D, E, F. A, B, C, D, E, F. You understand? Then from there, what is happening? Then this is going to be in hidden because of where is your left view. Your left view right from your front view is this side. So now this is supposed to be in hidden. Something of this nature. From there comes here. There you go. A, B, C, D, E, F. Then from there, what is happening? Now you're going to